Hey Virgo, I'm your astrologer Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here's your weekly forecast for the week of Monday, April 2nd to Sunday, April 9th, 2018. Now what we've got going on this week is Venus hanging out in the sign of Taurus, which it moved into at the very end of last week. And what that's doing, Virgo, is bringing your attention here to something new that you have not done before, with Venus in Taurus being in your 9th house. Okay, so I think you're starting to think more about how you can do something new you haven't done, travel, study, find more of the excitement in your life in some way, and really sustain this excitement. Feel stable and secure and more confident with some new exciting thing that you're doing, or something new you're trying to do to bring more of the excitement to your life. All right, so I think that's what you are starting to think about more and more. While you're thinking, though, about how you can do something new and be more excited in your life in more of a stable and steady way moving forward, I do, however, think there are maybe some things from the past that are still lingering in your mind that you're trying to work some of the details out. And that's going to be right here where Mercury going retrograde is in a conjunction with the Sun. And that for you is in your 8th house of changes, endings, and beginnings. Also big financial investments and deep intimate relationships, either a business partnership or kind of like some kind of sexual relationship in some way. And I think what you're trying to figure out is what changes you need to make in your life. Endings and beginnings, huge financial investments you need to make so that you can start to do this new thing feeling more stable, secure, and confident. All right, so that to me is what's going on coming in. You're starting to feel like, okay, maybe there's more excitement in my life. Maybe I'm doing something new, but realizing there are still some other things maybe weighing on you that you need to take care of before you can start to feel as good as you want to feel. All right, some of these changes I think that you're making are really going to help you, or the reason why you're making them is right here where the North Node is in Leo, in your 12th house of your insides and in your spirituality, with Mercury and the Sun making a trine to the North Node on Monday and Tuesday of this week. So I think what you're trying to figure out here is what changes you need to make, not only so you can do something new in life, be more excited, move forward in a more stable and secure way, but also so that you can find more of that peace in life that you need, more of that comfort, so that you can feel more whole and overcome some things from the past so that you can step into some kind of new identity. All right, so I think that's what's going on. While that's happening on Monday and Tuesday, we also do have Mars and Saturn in a conjunction right here in your 5th house of happiness, also of kids, passion projects, and romantic relationships. That falls into this 5th house. And I think what you're trying to figure out not only is how you can change your life so that you can feel better on the inside, do something new, but also how you can be happier doing it, do more of what it is that you enjoy, work more with kids, a romantic relationship here, or even work better on some kind of passion project or entrepreneurial venture. So I think that's what you're trying to figure out, how you can bring all together. Now on Wednesday and Thursday of this week, Mercury, as it's going retrograde, comes back into a square here with Saturn and Mars making this conjunction. And what I think that could bring up around Wednesday and Thursday could be some very serious conversations, some hard conversations, either with other people or with yourself, or perhaps some serious and hard decisions or choices you may have to make. I think those decisions that you're trying to figure out is how you can change your life, not only in a way that makes you spiritually at peace and excites you, but that really can sustain your happiness long term. And I think you're trying to figure out what that is, how you can do that. Maybe these changes that you're making in life, or these deep intimate relationships, are very heavy, very intense. Maybe it's hard for you to be happy, at least in the short term, in some way. And I think you're starting to realize, especially as you move through the week, that in order for you to live a new life, finding more security that it is that you want, maybe you have to sacrifice some of your happiness in the short term in order to get the long term. Or maybe you have to figure out how to change what makes you happy, or to make changes in a way that ultimately can ensure your long-term happiness. All right, or your long-term success with a romantic relationship or a business project or some kind of stuff going on there. Okay, and I think that's what you're trying to figure out how to do. Could be a little bit difficult again with the square, with the 8th house coming in for you, Saturn, but I do think there are some positive things that can come out of it. Okay, Not only will it help you to do something new for you to feel stable and secure and to get more at peace with yourself in some way if you make these decisions about some big changes you need to make, but it's also going to help you here where Jupiter is in your 3rd house of talk and communication, because we do have Jupiter coming more exact into a sextile with Pluto this week, where it will be for some time, because both of these are slow moving planets. But I do think what there is if you can make some of these hard decisions, there is an opportunity to start to communicate more about what makes you happy, to integrate more of what you enjoy into your life in some way, to also think more clearly in a way that I think you're really going to like moving forward, and to work better with your community on some projects that are important to you. Okay, so I think there is some opportunity to start to be more open about what is going on with you in a positive way if you just make some more of these decisions that you need moving forward to do something new that puts you more at peace. All right, so that's what I see there. Then the last thing that's going to happen this week on Saturday, we do have Venus coming in your 9th house in a trine with Saturn in your 5th. So I think after you make some of these decisions about what makes you happy, or have some of these hard conversations about some changes you need to make in order to find more joy in your life, I think it's also going to help you here to start bringing new chapters into your life, to start finding more of that excitement and to start committing to building it. Before you can commit to building a new life that you really enjoy, though, first you have to deal with some of the stuff from the past, about some changes, about some big financial investments, about some relationships in some way, and maybe make some hard choices there. And I think once you do that, it's going to give you more of an idea of what you need to be happy, what you need to find more joy in life, and it's going to give you some of the power and the determination to really stick with that for the long term, to create a life that you enjoy from there on out. Okay, so that's what I see going on for you this week, Virgo. Now your card for the week is the Emperor reversed. So this to me normally indicates a lack of structure in your life going on. Maybe feeling like things are all over the place in your life. They're not the way that you want them to be. I feel like Virgos are normally concerned about that to begin with. Another thing this can bring is just not feeling safe or protected in life, like you are safe or protected, like the people and the things that you care about are safe or protected. And I think this card is saying this week you got to figure out how to bring more of that structure, more of those boundaries into your life in whatever way you need it. You also have to think of how you can protect your best interest and how you can protect the people that are the best or the most important to you, so that you can be taken care of in the end. Okay, and I think if you can find more of that structure in your life, I think it's going to help you to start to feel like you're putting your life in a better spot, taking more control over your life, and moving forward, building something that is important to you and can last. Okay, so that's what I've got for you this week, Virgo. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share with your friends, and I will talk to you later.